There's going to come a time, sooner rather than later, when MMORPG isn't the only term we use, or MMO, or MMOG. They'll just be known as games. And the sooner we come to accept that, the better off we'll all be. Now don't get me wrong, the MMORPG will exist forever, but more and more the genre and the entire gaming industry is leaning towards online gaming, and there's going to be a time soon when everything is both single player and multiplayer, offline and on, MMO and not MMO. But what the hell is the problem with several different MMOs lately avoiding that term? I guess I'm biased here, but since this is a rant, I'll let myself slide. Star Citizen. It's both an offline solo experience and a massively multiplayer online experience. Sounds like an MMO to me. You'll be in the great wide open of space alone when you want to be, and part of a fleet of ships when you want to be. It doesn't matter what you say, Mr. Roberts, your game is an MMO. Now let's talk about Richard Garriott's next title. To be fair, I don't think Garriott's been too put off by the term MMO. He is not the issue here. The folks trying to decide whether it fully qualifies as one are. And to be honest, Shroud of the Avatar is a bit unique. When most people are busy debating whether Garriott's version of an MMO actually is one or not, I'm busy throwing my money at the guy. I don't care if it's a different take on online persistence, and in fact, I'm kind of glad that I can play through a strong narrative while solo, and hop online and be a blacksmith in a town when I feel like some human-to-human interaction. If anything, it sounds exactly like the kind of game I want. But now let's move on to Destiny, Bungie's upcoming world-changing shooter. This is my chief reason for this little rant. We recently spent time at the GDC presentation for Destiny, and do you know what the term they avoided the whole time? What term they've been avoiding since unveiling the game? Destiny isn't an MMO, by their terms. It's a persistent online shooter. Okay, sure, why not? Even Defiance is saying this one more and more. I get that the term MMO dredges up a lot of connotations for Joe Average Gamer that maybe the marketing team doesn't want. Visions of elves, orcs, and giant swords and magic immediately come to mind because traditionally MMO means MMORPG, and that also means knights, fireballs, and hours-long raid missions and elaborate time sinks. Plus, I get that a lot of upcoming games might be on consoles as well as PCs, and maybe they're worried about console gamers being turned off by some nerdy terminology, but face it, folks, if you're interested in a game like Destiny, you're probably a nerd already, and that's okay. But is all of this really a reason to distance yourself from an entire genre full of potential clients? Most people on MMORPG.com will still play Destiny. They'll know all along it's an MMO, even if Bungie and Activision avoid calling it one. Because it doesn't matter. We know what it is. You're an MMO, damn it, and just because some marketing person is scared of everyone thinking nerd when you drop that acronym in press releases, doesn't mean we gamers will believe it. Besides, Bungie, is Persistent Online Shooter, or POS, really a better acronym to shoot for with a title you have revolutionizing a stale genre? In any case, don't be surprised if over the next 10 years the line between what is and isn't an MMORPG becomes blurrier and blurrier. It's natural in this age of always online connectivity that games become less and less rigidly labeled. One could argue just as easily that MMORPG is an acronym that should die, but I'd argue it's just one whose meaning needs to evolve. But Destiny, let's put it this way. When your game is online, connecting hundreds, thousands, or even millions of players in a persistent manner, whether it's a shared seamless world or universe or a series of instances, whether it's 100 people or 1 million, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. I'll always know the dirty little secret you're hiding. You're an MMO, and I still love you for who you are, Destiny. Though we've never met, I look forward to spending plenty of countless hours inside of you. Me, my friends, and even some strangers. Okay, that was a bit weird, but I think you get my point, so I'm going to stop now. I'm Bill Murphy. You can follow me on Twitter @TheBillMurphy, and this has been MMORPG.com's The Rant.